sporting the Nuri hat today, which is one of my favorite protein drinks. But we're going to go ahead and get our 30-minute walk on. So walk and chat. And I was just watching Dave on the pin live. He's still on. But we're going to switch it over. So if you are in the middle of your workout, or maybe you're thinking about it and you're like not motivated, hopefully this will help motivate you because it helps me to be motivated. And I hope that you'll join me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And as you're coming in, let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me see. I do need to put you guys up on my big screen. Let me get over here so you can see me. Nuri. I think in this direction, you guys can see the writing. And let's see, how is the angle? So I'm gonna go ahead and let me find, okay, there. It's so funny. It's like not the first video, it's the second video. So we'll see how we look on the big screen. All right, I think it looks like I need to go up a little bit. All right, let's see how that looks. Put my table here in a different angle. So let's see, got my water nearby. It's kind of, let me see. Seems a little bit close in. So I think it kind of like zoomed. All right, I feel like that's a good angle. What do you guys think? And got my orchids in the window. All righty. So let me set the watch, take a little drink of water, and then we'll get started. Woke up early this morning at 4. Hi, Kitty K, all day. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hello, Riding the Tide. Oh my gosh. Hi, Riding the Tide. Everything sounds good. Okay, because I only put in one earpiece today, and I just ordered a microphone, the Hollyland, I think is what it's called. But it says it's not going to come until like 5 o'clock from Amazon. Good to see you, Riding the Tide, and good to see you, Kenny K. Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching and liking the stream. Thank you, Kenny K. And Kenny saying hi to Riding the Tide. So I'm going to try one earbud today because, yes, I was rewatching yesterday's live, and there's like this clicking noise every couple of seconds. And I was like, that annoys me. And that's really going to annoy everybody else. These sneakers, Kenny K is asking, where are they from? Costco, $33. Costco goes in and out of their Adidas selection. They don't say Adidas on the back. And Riding the Tide says, hello, Kendi. Hey, Riding the Tide, did you go on the downsize cruise with the downsize with Christopher and Lorraine? I was thinking that you did. Let me know. But yeah, $33. Adidas, I love these. They've been very comfortable. And then right now they have the slides or the slip-ons for like, so one day it was $13. Whenever I went back to go get them, they were like $18 or $16. And then, before long, they'll come back with their shoes because they have been carrying these for a while. My daughter got hers first, and I just kept looking at them. I'm like, I really like those, but they've been very comfortable. And I kind of wear out my shoes. So, like, I've got a little bit of pink in the front, and that was because at my grandson's graduation, the color of their school is red, and they put that red paint in the grass. And I should be stretching while I'm standing here. And it stained our shoes, and my shoes were new at the time. And you know what? I need to buy like a good sneaker. Hello, Gut Cesar. Who am I? Where am I? Where I am. Um, and I need to get a good sneaker cleaner because I don't know. I don't have anything except for like wipies, like the Clorox wipes, to clean the shoes. So gut sizer. So we are on a walk and chat, and this is where I'm in California, and I'm somebody who used to weigh double the size that you see right now. So I used to be in the low 300s, and now I'm around that 145 to 150 mark with the help of GLP1, eating good, and exercise. So trying to help with people, in the beginning of their journey, mid journey, or, all levels of any wellness and health journey. Help us stay motivated because one of the things that really helped me along the way was walking first. And then thank you. Candy K says your weight loss is inspiring, Pammy. Thank you. Um, One thing I wish I would have done sooner is some more strength training. But when you are bigger, your joints hurt, your knees hurt. It's hard to do a lot. And so it's so important to let people know it's okay. If you can only walk 10 minutes, then do 10 minutes. That's where I started, 10 minutes. And then I just build up my time. And so, you know, I would be out of breath. I'd have to stop and catch my breath. And I could not do hills very good. So, yeah, you got to start where you can. Kenny K lost over 150 plus pounds. Now you can make up for the loss. And that's what I'm doing. I'm living life now, um, you know, getting my life back. Did I turn off again? Getting my life back and getting all those years that I feel like weren't lived to the fullest. Hello, Valerie. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. How we doing? Candy K. Hi, Holly. How are you? How are you? So Kendi, we were talking about a little, like there was two 4.2 earthquakes here in California, not too far from me, actually. So one of them, I think it was Monday, Sunday, Monday, a couple days back. It happened like at 4:30 in the morning. Apparently, my grandson did feel it, and I didn't feel it. But he thought like when his cat jumped on the bed and just kind of like shook the bed. And then there was one in Mojave, which is on the other direction of us. But last night, I was going down this little rabbit hole. There was this AI video. And yeah, there was this AI video talking about these two quakes. I didn't even know, but one of them is on the San Andreas and one was on the Garlock. The Garlock fault runs east and west. And thank you, Kendi K says, welcome to Pammy's Walk and Talk. You know what I should do? Kendi, don't feel pressure, but I will make you a moderator because I don't even know what all that means, but let me just see how that works. There we go. Standard. Yeah, the San Andreas is the big one. There was a movie made about it with The Rock. And Kenny K, feel free. I don't know if does it allow you to put in your channel. If anybody is a content creator, add your channel in there. I don't have it set up where you can do like in Kenny K's channel. You can do like hashtag or no, you put all day and your channel comes up. So I don't know how that works, but maybe drop some purple hearts if you do have a channel. So Garlock Fault is another big one. It runs east and west, following our freeway it's called 58, and it goes to the Tehachapi Mountains, and that's one direction you can get across going east in the other states. And it comes over, and apparently it junctions into the San Andreas. Doses of Shawnee. Doses of Shawnee saying hi to us. And Pammy and Kendi. Shawnee, you're going to want to hear this too. So today on our local news, they're posting this thing, and I put it on my community post for Californians to start getting prepared for a big earthquake because we've always known like where we are, and it's not just Californians; it's all West Coast, Washington included, right? San Andreas goes all the way up there. And Doses of Shawnee says, "Hi, Valerie, riding the tide." So, because it's going to affect all of us, right? It's all part of the Ring of Fire. I've been noticing Ring of Fire has been pretty active again, and so I didn't know that those two earthquakes were on these two faults that juncture. The other fault that I have to worry about in our area is right along the LA mountains when we're coming over to our side is called, there's a fault called the White Wolf along what we call the Grapevine, White Wolf. That's another one that can go into the San Andreas. Those are our three biggest ones. We've had earthquakes off of the Garlock in 1950 and destroyed our downtown. All right, so Joseph Shawnee said hi. Kendi says hi, Shawnee, Valerie, Holly, and Riding the Tide and saying hello back to all the ladies. So Riding the Tide, did you say, were you on the cruise with Christopher and Lorraine? So I wonder, what's our question? Is what are we going to do to prepare? Because we always live with that threat of a big earthquake, right? I would rather live with the threat of an earthquake than tornadoes and hurricanes because those happen a lot more often. But I would rather that we get a bunch of 5.0s, 4 and 5.0s, and not the big ones. But we haven't been seeing a lot of those, so it's not relieving the stress. So what are we gonna do to get ready? Oh yeah, so riding tide, yes. I was on the cruise and posted 5 videos from the cruise. Check them out. Yes, I started watching 2 or 3 of them already. Um, and riding the tide. Um, and your wife went, and gosh, I'm trying to remember your actual name. Louise? I forgot. I know they told us. And Kendi, I grew up in the Midwest with lots of tornadoes. Oh, Kendi, so what would you rather live in? An area that has tornadoes or an area that Julio that has earthquakes? So right in the tie, Julio and Angie. Yay. Thank you for being here. It's unusual that I go live, but I've been home, so it's been a little bit easier, and I'm motivated to do it. This is Shani. We had the big one in '89 that took many lives. Yes. Yeah, and oh gosh, I'll never forget the Nimitz Freeway up at the bay. Um, Ooh, there was a lot, yeah. And then we saw that in the movie, the earthquake movie too. Earthquakes are far less frequent than tornadoes, just my opinion. Exactly, yeah. Because I know a lot of people are really, really afraid of earthquakes. I mean, rightfully so, right? But they don't happen that often. And I'm used to be petrified of earthquakes. And so I've tried to change my mindset to enjoy the smaller ones, you know, go with the flow, something, think of it as, an exciting moment, and, but always be prepared, like not an exciting moment, but, and enjoy it because it's something different. Don't freak out about it. We can't do anything about it. All you can do is prepare because, you can prepare for any kind of an emergency, right? I notice I've been leaning forward. I got to try to stand up straight. Well, earthquakes, when they are low on the Richter scale, can just feel like rumbling. Yeah, less fear. Yeah, so, sometimes it's kind of fun. The part that I say is fun is whenever you get the ones that you either get a little wave up. So I remember one time I was in my kitchen as a teenager and we felt this bump up. 89, that was probably the San Francisco, the Bay Area earthquake, because the Northridge earthquake in the 90s, I think it was 96, 94 or 96, we felt that more of a shaking jolt. And we all, have, learn in geology how we have you have what is it, the thrust, you have that lift fault. Let's see, thrust, lift. Yeah, posture and correct form are so important, says my PT. Yes, he says to have good form. Yeah, whenever I do the squats and stuff, I'm really trying to be careful of my form. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. Smash that like, thumbs up. Elevated Chills is here. Hello, welcome. And Grant is here. G Money. G Money, what you doing today? Friday, Friday. It's Friday, Friday, Friday. I need a better song for Friday. And Dos Luciani, yes, the Bay, the San Francisco Bridge, and a major freeway collapse. I was glued to the news. That's probably why I became so petrified. I was glued to the news, watching the Nimitz freeway, the cars all smashed, the burning, trying to rescue people. Kenny says, "Welcome in, Grant." Justice Oshani, I had a family friend that died in the freeway collapse. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, dang. In '89. Wow. And then Doses of Shani, what's uppers G Money? Oh yeah. What's uppers G Money? So funny. I didn't get that pronounced right. Kenny, okay. Oh, I was driving a rental car one day, San Francisco, and all those hills. Oh god, yeah. I nearly had an anxiety attack, had to pull the car over and relax my nerves for an hour. Oh man. Can you imagine driving a stick shift over there? Heck no. I could barely drive a stick shift. My first new car, my dad bought me, I was going to college, and there was this hill with a stoplight right at the corner of the college. And I was like doing that. Vroom, 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 vroom. I hated waiting for the green light with the stick shift. Oh my God, it was scary. But the record I had the best oh yeah, for the record, I had the best Chinese food ever in my life in Chinatown. Me too. So I went there once on a work trip, and we went to Oracle. We were learning PeopleSoft, which is a software that they used to use at the university. And we went to Chinatown. We sat at the table. All of us had the little spinning thing. Had the drink too, which was actually really good. We had good food. I loved it too. And then Dos of the Shani, I remember driving a stick shift in San Francisco. I was a new driver and it was scary. Oh, I can't even believe you would try a stick shift in San Francisco, Shani. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I saw Doses of Shani in the chat on Dave on the Pin too. He said Doses of Shani. I was like, we're not going to try to correct Dave, right? Over. But how did you feel about that? And driving in San Francisco is like driving on a roller coaster. Heck yeah. Imagine being on a skateboard, stuff like that too. Grant says, hey, Kendi K, Shawnee, and Julio. He always remembers, he's really good at remembering the names. And then Kendi, so glad to hear you and Shawnee both say that. Oh, wait. Here we both say what? Remind me, what was that one? Now I'm used to it, but I probably the stick shift. Still prefer catch the BART over there. Oh, I like the BART. Yeah. So one time we stayed for the same training outside of San Francisco. What's that little town? It's BART was right there, and they took us in, and I really I enjoyed riding the BART. And then we went by your town, your city, and then you go underground for a while. That was pretty cool. Kenny K, like I literally had to pull over, gosh, until traffic died down. Oh, and then Grant says, driving my six shift Ranger today. Oh, wow. And then writing this type, Lewis says, sup, Grant. Candy, you and Shawnee say driving in San Francisco is nuts. Oh, yeah. With all those steep roller coaster hills, with those deep, steep drop offs. So whenever I went over there, I was like, oh no, I don't even want to drive or automatic over there. So I used BART. We did the City Pass. There is a City Pass you can buy. I recommend it. You can get on the trolley and you can get on the Z trains. The Z trains are hilarious. You have to do those. They go really fast, and they're the metal old looking trains, and they run on the track. And they take off, and you got to hold on because it's like, like you stop and everything, but it goes to all the places that a lot of people who are visiting are going to see. So there's a lot of public transportation, so that's good. But man, Kitty, I would have said, here, you can have your rental car back. I am not driving this anymore. Now I know, ride the BART. The trolleys were cute. Yeah. They're fun watching the trolley drivers too, their interactions. They have that big old brake that they have to pull on, and you can hear the under the ground wire. You pass the little station at one of the corners on the streets over there, and you get to learn the little system. Ride the BART. The trolleys are cute. I need to find that footage. It's in the cloud somewhere. Yeah. Did you record you trying to drive, Kendi? Oh my gosh, that would be scary. Okay, straight form. Yeah. So one of the things, and I think Kendi, I think you might have said this. Someone mentioned it. Like watching how our walk changes as we lose weight, our gait changes. And I used to wobble a lot, and I'm still working on that. So that's why I notice, like when I bend over, I'm like, I need to stand straight. Grant, I'd be in culture shock if I ever came to California. And you know what, Grant? It's so different on all parts of California too. Northern California is probably more like West Virginia type of culture. I mean, I don't know about the culture. It's got has more mountains, trees, and that kind of thing. Coast is very casual too, but different parts are kind of uppity. There's different opinions over there, very political. Um, LA, totally different culture. I got to go back on Monday, and I told my husband I really hated the stress of driving and him having to drive through it. So I'm considering taking the Amtrak again because Grant remembers I did a live on Amtrak. Kenny says, "Oh, I valeted that rental car until it was time for me to leave." But I did help a coworker find her wedding dress on that trip. So special. Oh, Shawnee says it's all different. Yeah, it's the beauty of California. Definitely. Everything on the West Coast is a culture shock, Grant. Trust me. Yeah, when we go to Hollywood, my husband was born and raised until high school in the West Hollywood. So he calls it Holly Weird. And I know why. Whenever you drive over there, you see it. And the buildings, everything looks kind of like, even by Melrose, it just looks so weird that they try to put these fancy stores in amongst messed up roads, messed up buildings. You think everybody's poor looking at the buildings, and you're like, this is like this fancy, expensive wedding dress store, even, it's really interesting, different. I'm more of in a suburb. You're going to see more trucks out here. It's agriculture, it's oil. So, or even my area, the Central Valley is very different. And Candy says, I love to take the Amtrak up and down the coast. Yes. So I would take it from San Luis Obispo, and it's called the Pacific Surfliner. And then I would go to the Union Station in downtown LA. And then I'd like to take the Waymo, that autonomous driving car. So it'll cost a little bit more if I do that. But next week is my husband's birthday, and I'm going to ask my daughter, like, do we want to do something down in LA? And if so, then we can all go down to LA together. And then I'll go do my doctor's appointment and then figure out a way to meet up with them. Our Universal Studios passes expired kind of bad. That we bought them last summer in June or July. We used them in July. And no, June. And they expired this June. We only went one time. But it's too bad I'm like, oh, we should have went back to Universal Studios. But Disneyland is having a special that you can go in the evening hours for about $59, something like that. So they're having evening tickets. I want to put this arm on here, but with the Apple Watch, it's on this side. I don't think it'll calculate my steps correctly. And it doesn't fit around my ankle. I have big ankles. I have kinkles. So, and I don't trust myself like this. Look at how straight I am. Because I am not that coordinated, balanced anymore. I would have to really be focusing. So guess what? So last August, I came back from the hospital. I stayed at the hospital for 3 days last August, had the hernia repair, had the panelectomy, the vertical incision and the horizontal. I wish they had done more of a fleur-de-lis and took out like a couple more inches, but they didn't. They did what they could. But I guess when you have to, they're limited on how much they can take whenever it's certain surgeries, okay? But he did a really nice job on the tummy tuck part, the panelectomy. That is nice and tight. Scars are looking real good. And I have a 10 by 10 mesh now inside. So that's holding me in. I just have like the loose skin in this area. So I'm kind of curious if I can get this to tighten up. We'll see. Because I don't know if I want to do any more surgeries for that. Candy says Amtrak Cascades is the PNW, the Pacific Northwest route. Oh, Yes, that would be beautiful scenery. So, Grant, if you ever did, Northern California would be really nice to see because you could go to Yosemite and the train. I was watching another video yesterday on YouTube. You go into, like, you pick up the train, depending on where you're at, Martinez, and then you end up over in Merced. And then from Merced, I think you take a bus and that takes you into Yosemite. I've never been to Yosemite and I need to go. That needs to be on that's on my bucket list because I want to see more of California and the States. But camping there, cabins, lodges, getting a good walk in there to see, the waterfalls are not going to be you know, as much filled with water because of the lack of rain, but it would be gorgeous. If anyone comes to Northern California, let me know so we can connect. That'd be awesome, Shawnee. And then Kendi says, okay, thanks for the Disneyland tips. Yeah, I'm going to check on that because I've been to Disney World, but never to Disneyland. I want to visit Disneyland. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're coming from out of town, um, so far I feel like getting a 3-day pass has been the better one and just do one park per day. Go to the main Disneyland site for the first day if you can start in the morning. Then go to the California side another day, back to the main side, Disneyland side on the third day. Luis says, or Rodolfo, hi Rodolfo. Sequoia National Park is great too. Yes, I was thinking of it and I should have said something, but the Sequoia National Park, you're going to see those huge trees. There's a tree called the Grant, right? The General or the Grant. And there's a tree that you used to be able to drive through. I don't know if you can still drive through it. This is Shawnee Kendi. I love Disneyland. It's much smaller than Disney World. Yeah. So Disney World, you need a whole week if you can. We only did the 3 days in the park and one day SeaWorld, Universal. Yeah, okay. So there is, yes, the 3-day hopper. So you can go to both parks in one day because the California side typically closes earlier. And you can see fireworks on the California side. I think they do their own fireworks. And then you can see the like 9:15 fireworks over on Disneyland side. Always check the schedule. If it's too windy, they'll cancel the fireworks. Of course, you wouldn't know until the same day, right? But yeah, what we do is we go back and forth and we check the website to see which one's a better deal. Sometimes 3-day park hopper, sometimes 3 days, one park at a time. And they don't have to be used consecutively either. They can be a month apart if you want. We did that last year. Whew, sound like I'm out of breath. All right. And then Kendi, I wouldn't even attempt Disney right now. Oh yeah, waiting on the kiddos to return to school. Yes, and it's really hot at Disneyland right now too. They don't have it built like, hey, Disney World has a lot of shade because of the rain. I learned it was about the rain. It's not about the sun. And Disneyland does not have that protection. Kenny, I did Disney World for my 48th birthday, or maybe it was 49. One of them. Oh, how neat. And then Shawnee, Kendi, Disneyland is more for adults. It's crowded with adults. That's true. Yeah. And Kendi, thanks for the Disneyland info, Shawnee and Pammy. Yeah. But we always look at the deals, see, we'll go through and just kind of back and forth, look and see which one seems to be the better price. Then depending on how many days we're going to go there, are we just going for the day? Do we want to spread it out? But I do feel like the 3 days always tend to seem to be a better deal than just buying a 1-day pass. There's been some rumors that Disneyland or Disney parks, not just Disneyland, are talking about lowering one of their annual pass holder with magic key holder prices next year by $600. I'm really curious to see if that's true. I hope it is because we used to buy passes all the time, annual passes, but it's just like so expensive now. And Shawnee says, that reminds me, I have content from her trip there in April. that I haven't posted. Oh, you know what? I feel like right now is a really good time to post vacation videos. Um, I think now is a good time because people are experiencing them, or they went on one, or they're about to. So this is one chunk of time that I think is good, but also another chunk of time people start planning now for next year too. So not just in the summertime thinking about it, but maybe even anytime between now and December could also be big days where people start looking for content. Because like if I'm going to go on a cruise, I start searching for that cruise ship and look at people's videos. I watch a lot of live streamers at Disney World because I've been to Disneyland all my life. I know all the little nooks and crannies. We would go there a lot. We'd go there every month sometimes. And I know where to eat for cheaper, where the better deals are on that. But I don't know a whole lot about Disney World. And I only went one time, and that was last November, which is the videos that you guys see that I posted about that. When my grandson got to stay at in Kissimmee, and it was, the a whole deal for him. Kindy, what was that you were talking about Disney Japan? Yes, and you can find a good airfare. Yeah, that would be a cool tool. Yes, Disney World and Epcot are even more amazing as an adult. I wonder if I may not have read the other one before it vanished. Um, oh, and I don't have my iPad open. Um, let's see. Okay, I'll tell you about Tokyo Disney, Japan. I was 100 pounds smaller from the last visit. Oh, so it's good content. I was able to fit rides better. Yes. Oh, it was amazing. I'm getting emotional now just thinking about it. I didn't have to use the scooter. Oh my gosh. I went live at Disneyland, and Mia was my only viewer. And it was my first time going back after losing weight. And I was talking about the food and did a couple rides. And so she got to see what it was like a little bit. I don't know if we were like on the California side. So I was going to the Cars ride. I went to the Little Mermaid. Okay, so Tokyo Disney. So my older grandson, Kindy, he's in the Space Force and he's going to be going to Japan. And so with him being in Japan, we want to go visit him because he'll be there for a few years. And of course, for going over there, we definitely want to go to the Disney park. So Tokyo Disney. And people have been telling me, and I've been watching some videos, that it's like $40, 40 something dollars a ticket. Like the prices are much better, like lower prices. Kenny says, Shani, I wanted to use a scooter for me and my sister, but my sister wouldn't let me. She said we could walk and did 20,000 steps in a day. You know what? We always get 13,000, 16,000, 22,000 steps when we go there too. And there were times where I did rent a scooter. There were times where my daughter tried to encourage me not to use a scooter too. And then I was walking slow, in pain, having to take breaks, swollen. So I know exactly how you felt, Kendi. And then you even had probably after that your knee replacement surgery, which I was supposed to have, but I weighed too much to get it done. They didn't want to do it. And now I'm glad I waited, I guess. Shani, that's awesome, Kendi. Yeah, I go over 20,000 a day this time. Yeah, okay, so she goes over 20,000 steps on that one. Pam, my form for the PT exercises is good. My walking gait is not. Oh, after total knee replacement, oh, I can imagine. Shani, I had to use scooter and I had so much pain issue prior to Zip Bound. Yes, I think all of us, you, me, and Kendi could definitely relate to that. Because I did, yeah, it's very painful. Our joints are under so much stress. And I remember I couldn't even stand. I would be complaining all the time about standing for more than 10 minutes, more than 20 minutes. And I know people around me got tired of hearing me complain. So I'm like, let me try not to complain. But it was real. It hurt. Like I needed to sit down. I mean, the pain is real. Kenny says, Shawnee, I'm gearing up for my next panel discussion on knee replacements. Oh, that's a good panel. I knew a coworker years ago who had a knee replacement, and I remember she had to lose a certain amount of weight first before she had the knee replacement. I don't haven't kept in contact with her after that, but I think she had the same name as me. But I hope she's doing good. Shawnee, oh, in your if your schedule allows, Shawnee, I hope you can join us. I know that'd be cool, Shawnee. And and even if you don't have any knee replacement issues, um, you have knee pain, arthritis, inflammation. Kenny says that's true, Pammy. You had to drop 50 pounds. Oh wow. And Dosa Shine says, when are you doing it? Is it on the 17th this month or 20th this Monday, Kendi? Wait, what's this Monday's date is the 20th? And is that the one that has the knee replacement, or are you doing that on a different day? So anyway, Shawnee's asking Kendi, what day are you doing that panel? So she can see if she's available. Okay, not Monday. And that's the other thing. I don't know that I will be on Monday's panel with Grant because whether I'm in the car or the train, the Wi-Fi might not be working. But we'll see, right? We'll see. I also have content from my last ortho appointment talking about my knee. I need to post that. So, Shawnee, I didn't realize that did you have a knee replacement surgery too? Or just trouble and pain and things with your knee? It'll be 25 or 26. Okay, so Monday's the 20th. So that means either Friday or Saturday? Yeah. Okay, thank you, Kendi. Yeah, and then I'll help out the following week. Man, it's warm in here. The AC hasn't came on in a bit. Whew. How many minutes are we at? Oh, we're at 32 minutes. Yay. Oh, Shawnee had a meniscus tear and arthritis in the knee. Yeah, I think I have arthritis in both of the knees, not just the left, but the left has definitely deteriorated more, and it's already starting to do the bow-legged thing. And my dad he became bow-legged, and he ended up only doing one knee. After he did one knee, he's like, I'm not going back. He didn't want to go back to get the other one. But man, meniscus tear. So I even tried gel 1 injections. They would insert gel underneath the kneecap to try to help cushion the knee. I think it was mostly just in my left knee. I would get cortisone shots. Is it Yeah, cortisone shots. And then I heard how bad those were to your body. So I was like, oh, let me just not do that. Losing weight was the only thing that helped the pressure off of my knees. You're fine. And the Wi-Fi on the Amtrak, at least on the Cascade lines, is trash. I know it's kind of in and out. So it's better to just enjoy the beauty and chillax, record and forget live streaming. That's true. Because I tried live streaming last time. And unless you have like a separate device, it was definitely sketchy. And then it was kind of hard to like reuse that content. I don't even know how much people, it's the same train, like how many people would still want to see that too. I had that too, Pammy. You did the gel one or whatever it's called, gel stuff, and it got out of bed and hit the floor. Oh, this was years ago. Wait, you got the gel stuff, you got out of bed and hit the floor. Do you mean like hit the floor falling, or you were able to walk because of the gel? I'm listening, but we'll be in and out working now. Okay, thank you, Shawnee. Thanks for coming in and listening in when you can. We appreciate you. My gel didn't last very long, and the orthopedic doctor said that insurances were starting to not cover it because it wasn't long lasting. And so to be prepared for an $800 bill per injection, seems like the gel stuff is from the rooster's neck. Oh, or something, if I recall. I forgot. I don't know if I ever knew that. It didn't work for you either. Yeah. Yeah. I felt like I got a like maybe the first injection, I got a little bit of relief. I think I had a total of three injections. The last one I noticed wore off fast. The cortisone shots would help relieve that pain. Like if I was getting ready to go to Disneyland, I was like, okay, I need to get a cortisone shot. And that would help front load me to not have as much pain. But yeah, it's not a good thing. Not good for the body. 35 minutes. All righty. Oh, I hit the floor and had a fall. Oh, this was years ago. And it hurt. I hurt like heck too when they injected it. Oh, yes, it did. Even though they sprayed that freezing stuff, um, lidocaine, it definitely hurt. I was just, you had to like breathe through it. Happy Friday, everybody. Everybody. Love it. I know. I think um, my goal was to do 30 minutes on the walking pad, and I'm at 35 minutes. I got a cortisone shot before my Cabo trip. Oh, so I could act like a fool. Yeah. My mom would tell me, she's like, after you get that shot, call me. And I was like, why? She's like, because you act so giddy after you get that shot. So it gave me like a little natural high or a high. The things we do to get the most out of our trips. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let me start powering down. I'm gonna stretch, drink some water, and not overdo it. Because I am proud of myself for doing 30 minutes. The first day, I think, what day was that? Saturday? Oh yeah, see if I stand straight, you can see how my knee bows, you can see where it starts to bow leg. And then my lipedema and lymphedema, I have these pockets right here. Of course, they're squeezed in with these Ayuga leggings. So I have the sandwich front power tight leggings on today. I like how it has the double seam across here, and these both have the pockets too. So I like these. I like that they don't have that seam in the front. My doctor gave me serious pain meds when I went to Greece. Oh, he is just kind. I bet, man, Greece, that has a lot of stairs. Ooh, that would be hard. But yeah, see how you can see it in the leggings. Yeah, aren't they the best? Oh my goodness. Like being able to do your squats and they don't ride down, all the things like let me do some let's see, do I give myself enough space? I definitely need to work on these glutes. Can y'all help me get with Ayuga? Sis, they contact y'all. I got connected through DeBossway, and it took a while. We kept missing each other. Like, I don't know if he thought he or she sent me an email writing tied, this sounds like you have a microphone. Oh, really? I have the AirPod. Like, let me see. How does it sound? I wonder if I'm getting an echo from the TV. Let's see. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Oh, was it echoing? I think my volume and the phone is right there, so it probably caught that. Oh, I hope it didn't mess it up on the rest of it. Shoot. Okay. But yeah, yesterday I was watching the replay, and I went in and edited out the part where I froze, and then I edited out another part of a conversation about medical procedure, and it took me a while to get it processed. But I noticed that there was like this click sound, Shandi says, okay, thanks, Kendi. Oh, good. Kendi's going to hook you up with Ayuga. I'm fairly new to Ayuga, so I don't really know how to do that part. But yeah, Debaswe, she had sent them my contact. And then we emailed a few times, and I got my links, my code, my first choosing 4 outfits. And then my second order, I just bought and used my codes and stacked the codes, which I like. Ayuga seems to be the most affordable leggings out there, and you get to stack coupons. And then, and they're soft. They're so soft, and they hold you in. They feel good. And this is the SPF. So you have different colors. And, obviously right now we'd probably wear the lighter colors outside. But I thought, oh, I'm wearing navy blue, so I'm going to do matching. And then there's some like this one has pockets like this. One of them I got has a zippered pocket. And one has like open pockets. So I like the variety that they have. And I like one of the sports bras, but I'm not that comfortable working out on camera showing the sports bra. Yeah, that I have to be careful too. Like as a teacher, I don't want kids finding me and seeing me in a sports bra. So that's because of the profession, I think it limits. Um, so I should be on the ground doing bridges. The Ayuga wear is comfy, soft, and affordable. And I am new to activewear, yep. But I do highly recommend everything. I love the wide leg yoga pants. Me too. I love the yoga pants. I actually get my workout clothes from Costco, and they are good, different brands and cheap. But I still want Ayuga. Yeah, I've gotten some things from Costco too, and they always sell. They have Adidas, even Adidas workout pants as well. I don't think I've ever tried the leggings. Um, I've tried Old Navy leggings. Halara is another good brand. I feel like these are a good dupe of the a DUPE of Lululemon's, and I've never tried aloe, so I don't know. If you watch my last Ayuga video, you will catch me in one for like 3.5 seconds. So quick, no one notices what it actually, it looks more like a tank. Oh, yeah, it looks more like a tank, huh? Spider and Dan. Oh, they have Dan skins. I've never heard of Spider. Huh. I guess maybe while I'm here, I might as well do some squats. So my daily 50. So I'm going to go ahead and do some squats. My arms are doing really good. Bruising's going down. Since I hold my hands like this a lot, my arms, I have a little bit of swelling. Um, but the range of motion is really, really good. Very impressed. And as long as I get my Tylenol as scheduled, then I don't feel it. But in the morning, I was feeling a burning sensation. Ooh, yeah, that. So Tylenol to the. I'm trying not. I had 2 days where I used the pain medicine, the Oxy, and now I'm just using Tylenol. And instead of just doing 500 milligrams, they let me go up to 1,000 3 times a day with a max of 6,000 milligrams, but I don't need that. I don't need 3. Last year I needed 3. All right, I forgot how many I'm doing here. I just bought a pair from Sam's. That's my favorite right now, is what Shani says. And I have so much activewear. I know I'm starting to run out of space in my drawers now. I need to get an Ayuga video out with me and my sister. That would be so cool to see. Being a PT creator, oh wow, there is always content to edit. Oh yeah, being a part-time creator, there's always content to edit. Yes. I'm trying to figure out, so I got to work on the glutes, and I'm trying different positions without being on the ground. So this one, for me, I call this a donkey kick, but I don't remember a lot of times the names of these moves. I just, have seen them all my life. And then I looked and see like what feels good. I'm happy. Oh, thank you, Virginia. Yeah, I feel like my energy has been amazing. Welcome in, Virginia. Um, if you guys haven't already, hit the like button. Thank you. Um, so my energy, first day, horrible. I'm not gonna lie, like being sleepy, nauseous. They gave me Zofran. I did okay for a bit, and then every time they try to get me up to wake up, then I got nauseous. So after the Zofran, they gave me Compazine, and that seemed to do it. And I had no more nausea after that. The reason why I got so sleepy, so when I woke up from surgery, I still felt the breathing tube in my mouth, and I was like biting on it, and I was like, trying to cough. And that happened to me in another surgery. And I told the anesthesiologist, like, that happened to me before. I don't like that feeling. You're healing, so take it easy. Yeah, I know, you're right. Virginia says, hi, Pam, Kindy, and Shawnee. And also we have Lewis in here riding the tide, riding the tide. So yeah, just trying to do things a little bit slower. And then I'll do some lunges, just lower body, right? But Virginia, thanks for coming to visit. So Virginia went to go visit Kenny K All Day's channel. She appreciates you. Hi, all chat friends. Yes, thank you, Virginia. Virginia, do you have a channel too? Remind me. I think everybody in here has a channel. Riding the Tide has a channel, and he has a lot of content. He has like three videos, 3 or 4 videos of the cruise with the downsized. Welcome, Kindy K. It was great. Oh, she enjoyed checking out your channel. That's good. Kindy drops the gym. She has so much we could learn from. Oh, you're a you're a viewer only. Okay. And trust me, enjoy that, right? Because I prefer viewing more than making content, but I do like to share. I'm a big sharer. And so that's the whole a big thing that drives me to do these things is maybe, sharing and inspiring. Being a teacher, an educator, and a counselor, that's just one of my natural traits, I guess. Aw, and she loves following us. Aw, thank you, Virginia. I know there's so many good people to watch and things to learn and motivation. Oh yeah, and Justice Tony is going to go subscribe to Ride the Tide. Hello, reversing high blood pressure. Welcome in, and reversing blood pressure says hi, Pam in chat. Virginia, oh my goodness, you ladies work hard on YouTube. Know that we appreciate that. Oh, thank you. That's it. That's so good to hear that. Because sometimes you feel like you're like, oh, what am I doing this for? Am I gonna, I just want to make a difference in one person's life, that's that goal. I think always all of us, we want to help somebody. And if that can help give some information to somebody and it changes their day, or they get motivated to do something, whatever the case it is, whether it's the food that we're making or going for a walk, if that helps to motivate somebody, then it really makes our heart happy and makes us sing, makes our heart sing. I met you a couple of days ago. Yeah, Elevated Channel. That's right. Okay, and then were you in the live with JC Calamity Jane or Traces of Twan by any chance? And then Meet Virginia is inspiring, honestly. Oh, I'm going to say thank you for all of us because I know Shawnee and Kindy K all day and Riding the Tide would all love hearing that too. Yeah, you have to check out Riding the Tide if you haven't already. I'm new to his channel as well. Saw him from Gina from Anchor Moments, and she recommended him. They were on the cruise ship with him, and so they were talking about his video, him and his wife, Angie. That's another thing that was kind of weird, Kindy, is I couldn't get the live chat to show on the replay, but since I edited the video, it saves it as a new video. So now that one's in a video form. So I don't think I'll ever get that live chat. Writing the Tide says, "Oh, thanks." Yes. So I don't think I'll ever get that live chat back on the video. which is a shame because I wanted to go back to it because there were some good nuggets in there too. I'm not sure unless they were in LaShawn. Oh, in LaShawna's train. LaShawna's train. Did she do a video on a train, LaShawna? Because I did see, I was watching, I remember connecting with LaShawna this last week. I don't remember if there was a train. I'm just stretching out my calves and stuff. Oh, it is hot. I think it's going to be 103 here today. I bought this last year and I finally started using it. Let me see if I can. Disneyland. It's kind of like that laser etch. Cool. It is extremely hot out. Yeah. I went and did my workout at Planet Fitness. Oh, thank goodness. Reversing high blood pressure. Are you on the West Coast? So, anyway, back on the West Coast and our earthquakes. So, are we prepared? Do we have the things that we need to have? I'm pretty sure that my 30-day emergency food has expired. Um, but if I had to use it, I would eat it. I still have it in the closet. It's that dry powder stuff. And you add water or boiling water to it or whatever. I'd probably eat it if I was desperate, right? Because I don't think it molds in those packets and stuff. And then, yeah, if you edit, you use the live chat. Darn it. I can't even go back and look at it myself. Like I put it on private because there was some information in there that I didn't want to share publicly. And then I didn't want that big gap. It's a great time to check your emergency items. Definitely. I think, that's the whole thing. It's not to panic us. It's not to go out and go crazy, but people might go crazy and go buy a bunch of water and toilet paper. It is what it is. Yeah, I think that happens, but maybe we could be ahead of the game. I think I should go to Costco today. And Wanda, oh, reversing high blood pressure. You're Wanda. See, that's one thing I'm doing. I'm trying to save names of people who don't have their names in their channel. Okay, so Wanda's in the Midwest. So you deal with hurricanes and maybe tornadoes, or maybe you don't get hurricanes in the Midwest, but definitely would be a tornado, storms. Like California, we have really boring weather. We don't have those big thunderstorms that can kill you, right? I mean, unless you do get struck out there. But they say in Florida, within 7 miles of lightning, you have a higher chance of getting struck. And she says, yes, Midwest. Okay. So yeah, so what I'm thinking is I feel like we have a tent somewhere, but maybe gathering that. My first aid kit is probably a little expired because we got some things together, but maybe just putting them in the same spot. And I had emergency supplies that I got prepared 2 years ago, but the canned food expires. So I was collecting sardines, tuna, things that lasted a long time in cans. Um, Wanda says the weather extremely hot, and we're getting a lot of that smoke and the smoke and the smell from Canada. Ooh, and so you must be in the upper Midwest. I heard that New York is getting the smoke too. A lot of people have been talking about the smoke in Canada. But yeah, so I watch in the morning, like starting if I wake up at 4, sometimes I look at the live streamers at Disney World, and so a lot of people were talking about the smoke. Yeah, well, don't let it expire. No, don't let it expire. Rotate it out. Yes, and buy more. Yeah. Um, I put it in the back of the pantry and forgot about a few things. Did you just make 1K subs? Oh yeah, Riding Tide. I made it to 1K in June. Now I'm at 1,050 something. Now I need watch hours. I'm at 927 watch hours. 28 or 29. I think this morning I said 129. And YouTube's taken a little while to catch up because I think having 3 lives this week will help with the watch time hours. So thank you guys for being on here because it helps me with the watch time hours. And it helps me through like that 30 minutes would have seemed like forever if I was all by myself, not talking to people. So it really helps us too. Canned meat, yeah, canned meat is too expensive to throw away to throw it out. Yes. Thank you. Writing Tight says, congratulations. I know it was like a personal goal to me because obviously you're not monetized at 1,000. You have to do the watch hours too. But what a great accomplishment. Like I've had this channel for 2 years. I kind of went away from it for a bit and was trying out TikTok and then I came back. So I messed up by not staying consistent on that one. YouTube can take 5 days, sometimes 7 or 10. Oh, to catch up, especially during high volume times. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Virginia. Binge watch your playlist. So, what I learned from Kenny K, she told me to put things into a playlist. And she also taught me to put in screens at the end of my videos. And you don't have to do them right away sometimes. Like, if you're, once you learn, like, kind of go back and a little bit of time, I kept going back to old videos, putting the in screens. And then, like, sometimes I'll put out videos for the week. And then, as soon as I have time, I get on the computer because it seems easiest for me to do desktop. You have to be on the studio.youtube, the desktop feature. And then it's really easy that way to add your in screen, and you can add a particular video, you can add a playlist, and you can add a video that matches what your viewer is looking for. And I kind of alternate that. Sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, I want them to see this, or I have one weekly update that got a lot of views, got pushed out somehow, and I'm just trying to figure out how to replicate that. It had 2,000 views, and then that's where I started getting some of those negative comments. So YouTube pushed it out to non-viewers and stuff. And so I told chat, hey, how do we recreate this? And Kendi says, that's so kind, Virginia. YouTube is always 2 days behind in hours and things, but it can be longer. Yeah. Hi, Reardon, 1967. Welcome. Hello. Reardon, weren't you here yesterday too? Because I remember that year, 1967. And then Kendi, Pammy supports everyone. So it's time to support her efforts as well. She is cool. Oh, thank you, Kendi K. And you too. You help us a lot. You help us a lot. Um, Kendi, I know you have to worry about like, or as a somebody who's already monetized, getting in your hours. Do you have any problems getting in your watch hours every year? Um, I'm sure it still helps, like the more watchers you have. I'm sure, whether that's like ad revenue, watch time hour revenue that way. We know it doesn't pay a whole lot, but um, does it feel less pressure once you get there or just the same? Oh, yeah. So Reardon was here yesterday and Reardon lost a lot of weight. Do I remember that right? Bariatric. I know you were talking about transference of addiction too. I agree. That was really nice in Virginia. Yes. What a wonderful day. Oh, I gotta tell my watch that I'm done. She does K, and I love that. I got you, Pam. I'll start my laptop play after this live. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been doing my grandson's account and I think I've already watched all of my videos. So I can only put it on the new ones because once you watch it once, I don't think it counts again after that. July this month makes 1 year since she partially monetized. August is when she got fully monetized. Hey, that was pretty cool. Between July and August, you went from partially to full. Wow. And Virginia says, congratulations, Reardon. Yeah, Reardon, did you say 200 and something pounds? It was a high number. Remind me. The video stopped? Uh-oh, not again. Let's see. Did it stop? My video stopped. I have zero stress about maintaining my watch hours. My check is increasing monthly. Oh, good. If I missed anyone in the chat, so Virginia's saying hi to everyone. Oh, okay. Was it maybe you didn't mean the live had stopped. Congrats on your weight loss. Yeah, reversing the chat. Congrats on your weight loss, reversing the high blood pressure to Reardon, which is Wanda. I wish I had more time for YouTube. I know. It's fun learning social media at 48. Whew. I wish I would have learned social media at a younger age. Because like my brain was firing, in my 30s, finishing up my master's degree in my 30s. I finished my teaching credential at 50 because I went back later to do it. Awesome, Kenny K, congratulations. And then Kendi saying hi to Reardon. And right in the time, Louise says, Kendi, yes, more time for YouTube. I mean, I think it would be I first think of it as, and I think it's always good. I don't know. I feel like it's good to be like, we got to enjoy it, right? We need to enjoy it. It should, like a hobby, wanting to help other people, sharing our experiences, because there's so many people who can't get out of the house or travel. And imagine if you're sharing your travel videos, your cruise videos. I think doing cruise videos, I love, like, I watch Amy is Losing It. And I saw her from a different channel, and there's another lady that she followed. Her name was Janelle, and she showed how Poverty to Paradise, how she sold everything. She went through a divorce, sold her house, her car, and minimized all of her belongings. And she started doing casino deals, and won enough to get a casino deal, a free cruise. And she just started repeating that. And then she gets free cruise offers through different things. It's not always gambling now. And Amy, I think, said she does that a little bit. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I think she did some casino deals because she shows a couple videos about that. I think it'd be really cool to learn that, because I think, like, hey, that'd be a fun, like, early retirement or retirement plan, to not to rely on the income for that, but do that as your fun activity, And hey, if it gets you some coins, all the more, better, because then you can pay for some of the travel. YouTube is a hobby. One that makes money is a small business startup. Yeah, for some people, once they make it, it turns into a business for them. But that's what I was talking about yesterday. Like, you know what? Even as a hobby, right now, if you do have, I don't think even think you have to have an LLC to count the income, but kind of like a little side business. I don't know. That's an accountant question. Um, Reversing high blood pressure. Wanda says, how many watch time hours do you need with 500 subs? Oh, Kendi, is there anything you can do with 500 subs? Because I thought it was like, if you had 500 subs, can you be partially monetized with that? That's a Kendi K question. She knows that. Let's see. And when does the money come? I'm still upside down. Right in the tide. How many subscribers do you have? Do you have 3,000 subscribers? I know to be partially monetized, you need 3,000 watch hours. To be fully monetized, and 1,000 subscribers. And to be fully monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the year. Kenny says, I mean, think of it like a yard sale, right? That's a good, I make good money when I have a yard sale. Oh, yeah. I know. Like, sometimes I'm very impressed. If you have especially like a lot of furniture and stuff in there, or tools. Um, I mean, one day in the weekend making, sometimes I've made $300, $400. I think I made my daughter a $600 yard sale one time. She was selling pretty much all her furniture from her house, and bought some different furniture. And I mean, I'm not good at holding. I'm too soft, and I give people deals. So I'm not one of those people who's like a hard bargainer. I guess I don't know how to say that, but I'm probably not your good business person, because I will give things away. But I made her money. I made her money. She was happy with it. Um, Riding the Tide said, I fully monetized May 24th. Wow, congratulations. Maybe I did see that, because that would have been before your cruise. Oh, so 500 subs, 3,000 watch hours on your long form video and lives. Oh, okay. I just was not near enough on the watch time hours to even consider that option. And then Wanda says, got it, thanks. I don't even know how much money is out there to make. It'd be interesting to see. I think people say sometimes running the ads will help people. Like, if you're watching other people, let them run their ads. You don't have to watch them with mine, because I'm not monetized, so you get to skip. But the people who are monetized, like a lot of these daily streamers at the Disney parks, they have 10,000 subs, 100,000 subs, or 90,000 subs. And Candy says, congratulations, Riding the Tide. And yeah, Riding the Tide, you should join us for a shop talk when we talk shop as creators. Yes, Riding the Tide. Candy K has so much great information. I've learned so much from her. and she drops those nuggets. She's teaching us. She's given us her free time too, and teaching us. Um, so I definitely like to give back wherever I can. Be a member. When people are helping you out, sending super, when you're monetized, you can send people super chats. So I think that's great when we could do that. Okay, did I do this one? At 500 subs, 3,000 watch hours, you can promote products. Oh, if invited, you can run memberships, super chats, and super stickers. Okay. I wondered when you could do the promote products. And then Kenny Kate, Wanda, how are you doing? I'm doing well, but I'm not close to being monetized. Um, and she's laughing. I just made over 500 subs, but those watch hours are low, low, low. Yeah, me too, Wanda. It's hard. I, I got, I really messed up in the beginning, and I had a one video that had like 1,500 or 2,000 watch hours. I don't know. It made a lot of watch hours, and it was, I was an OG. There wasn't a lot of information out there about the GLP-1s, and it was talking about like having constipation and what to take for it and that kind of stuff. And so at that time, if I would have ran with it, I could have hit a lot of people early on. But now my angle is leaning more towards what's maintenance like, because maintenance was a mystery to me. So a lot of times I felt like I was kind of alone in the OG world too on the maintenance part. Um, let's see. And then Wanda says, I need to go live more. I know, and that's my hardest part is going live, but I always say that and I'm gonna get on it. And then Kindy says, I don't mind sharing everything I know because we're not in competition. That's right. That's one thing I saw early on. At first, I wondered if people thought we'd be in competition, 2 years ago. And sometimes I feel like some people do gatekeep a little bit, but it's a small community. Yes, it's big in one aspect and it's also small at the same time. So I think the more we support each other, people see that, they see the camaraderie, they see, and this is like another way to have a support group. So for me, I enjoy all the connections, especially for a weight loss wellness support group. And hearing what other people are experiencing is amazing. I don't mind sharing that. I know we're not in competition with each other. There is a whole wide world of viewers. We just need to find them. That's true. That's what they would tell me on TikTok too. I'm like, how come I don't have people come into my lives? And Kendi and Wanda sending you hearts. Kendi says, spend most of your time on your own channel. Your channel won't grow if you're over on other people's channel. YouTube is your store, and you have to keep your lights on in your channel. Yeah, I really enjoy watching other people. I learn so much from my own personal like health and connections by watching other people. And I know a lot of people say that, like spend time in your channel, but I just had to find a balance because I get so much enjoyment from watching other people and being on in their groups and stuff. Wanda, invite me over and we can talk it up on your channel. Yes, Wanda, that's a great idea. A great idea. You helped me when my channel was small make my first green juice. Really? Wow, that's so neat. And then Virginia says reversing high blood pressure. Can you share your link? Yeah, I don't know if there's a way for us to do that. Anyhow, Pammy, you have viewers who aren't chatting and they didn't come to listen to us. Oh yeah, you're right about YouTube. So what are your plans for the weekend? Um, and then I'll answer that. So plans for the weekend. Sweet, let's do it. Let's chat and plan something. Wanda is vegan. Oh wow. And I was just hearing she is Tamika saying she's vegan too. So my plans for the weekend, my daughter's going to come into town, so we won't go over to the coast right away. I think maybe on Sunday. I don't know because I have to go to LA on Monday. So this weekend might be spent because I can only slowly clean and organize. And we're gonna plan on being at the coast for this next week. So I need to pack for a whole week. So that means I want to have my house clean before that. And I can't do a lot of the heavy stuff. So that's what I'll be doing this weekend. And I'll walk on the treadmill. The family will be here, so I probably won't go live. Not in here. So we'll see how that goes. And then Riding the Tide, I subscribed to your channel. Yes, right. And Riding the Tide, I got to get in there and spend some more time there too. And then Reversing High Blood Pressure, Wanda, I'm vegetarian. Virginia, I'll try to post it. I'm not sure how. And Riding the Tide says, thank you, Virginia. I found Reversing High Blood Pressure. Subscribed is what Virginia is letting us know. Yeah, I need to get on. I can't remember. Sometimes I think I'm subscribed to somebody, so then I go in there to double check. And then when we're supporting each other, I'm learning like the information that you're sharing. Like today, I was watching Cara, and on Friday, she's dropping nuggets about moisturizers, and so she's going to drop a new video every week. I didn't know that she was a master cosmetologist, and so she talked about I loved her format and how she presented, gave information, the backside of why we should moisturize, the types of moisturizing, cleansing, exfoliating, how not to exfoliate your skin barrier and all the things. And so she's got some good videos that just came out too. I was watching that this morning. And then, oh yeah, vegetarian different than vegan. I'm not well versed on these things. I was going to ask you too. Yeah, Candy K, her facial. So yeah, remind us again the difference between vegan and vegetarian, because I'm thinking vegetarian means that I think some vegetarians will eat milk or eggs, and some won't. And then there's the pescatarian, which will eat fish. So, okay, let's see. Vegans do not have any animal products. Vegetarians don't eat meat, but they may eat eggs or cheese. Okay, or milk, right? I started watching her and then got pulled away. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I watched 3 videos this morning. Um, I woke up early. I woke up at 4, so I was listening, and then I fell asleep with an AirPod in, and then I woke up again and finished up a couple videos. Um, okay, thanks, Wanda. I should be able to keep that in mind. Do you eat butter? Oh, wait, butter. That's right, because that is, yeah, it's a dairy product. Does that vary too? So let's see. Yes, even though I typically buy vegan butter. Oh, okay. Okay. So Wanda, let's see, you're vegan or vegetarian? Um, sorry, go back. Okay. So Wanda said she's vegetarian, and then vegetarians they don't eat meat, or yeah, they don't eat meat, so they might have like they'll eat typically eggs, cheese, or dairy products. Um, and then, oh, hey, Paula. Hi, Pam. Stopping in to say hi. I have to take my son to the doctor this afternoon, waiting for him to get ready. Paula, your son is in college now, right? Or high school? I remember you said he came by yesterday, so I was thinking he's in college. And then Kendi says to email her, Wanda. And then Reversing Blood Pressure, Wanda says, I'm vegetarian, who is like a vegan most of the time. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yep. Hi, Paula. Bye, Paula. And then Wanda says, okay, I'm most definitely eating meat today. I was very short on protein yesterday. I do need to make so I'm still eating my salmon croquettes. I have two left for lunch today, and I want to make some more protein waffles. And Paula says, "Hi, Kendi." Virginia says, "Hi, Paula." Kendi, so I'll probably be doing a cooking live stream. Oh, a cooking live stream. He's working not in college. He says he is not college material. As a college counselor, that was one of the things that they taught us is that not everybody's going to go to college. And you know what? And these days are very different than whenever we were going to college. Like we were always pushed. I mean, my career couldn't happen unless I went to college, but CTE is where it's at right now, too. Career and technical education. And then Wanda says, hi, Paula. Hi, and then Paula says, hi, Virginia. Virginia, fun, Kindy K. I'll be there. Ha ha ha. Kendi, Paula, these kids, boys especially, are something else. Yeah. I had one daughter and I have three grandsons. My oldest one, I think he was smart in going to the military so that he didn't have the pressure of me and his mom because we are helicopter. I feel like I'm a helicopter grandma. And I'm not even going to say that I try not to be. I'm just always kind of just trying to make sure I overly help. And I'm just overly protective. And then Paula, high reversing high blood pressure. I can't even say that right. Reversing high blood pressure, which is Wanda. Hi, Wanda. Kendi, me, oh, pancakes is absolutely secret. I don't know how to cook in small batches. So I call everything a meal prep and batch cooking. Oh, yeah. And then Paula, my husband and I both have degrees, but are not pressuring our sons to go to college. Oh, that's nice. And in Virginia, yes, my son went to trade school. I wasn't dropping all that money on college based on his high school performance. His high school performance. I put leftovers in the freezer in 1 to 2 serving portions. Oh, that's neat. And the writing tag is saying hello to Paula. Yeah, I don't have room to do like a lot of meal prep where you have like 5 things of food for the week. But what I do is I make a big enough, let's say it's a dinner portion, and then I'll take a bigger 1 or 2 containers to work. Let's say it's a work day week, and then I take out whatever I need for the day, and that can last me, let's say, 3 days, and then I bring the other container after that. Because I think just being prepared and having a backup plan is really important. Having backup stuff at work or when you're traveling, like having something that you can access, like maybe in a can or a bag, canned tuna or a packaged tuna. Um, Foods, protein bars, beef sticks. Um, Hello, Paula. Is it Riding the Tide? And Paula said, I understand, Virginia. Yeah. Oh, what I was going to tell you. So, the college thing, yes. My thought on that, I was going to say. So, we did learn a lot about career and technical education, and you know, yes, I would love for my grandsons to have a college education. I bribed my daughter to first I bribed her with going to Disneyland so that she would join the band, and then we bribed her with a car to go to college. And but hey, she's got a master's degree and she's working on her doctorate now. And for our type of careers, we have to. But in this economy, technical certificates will get you the same salary as a 4 year degree without the loans and the family going into serious debt. All of these fields are in high demand, highly skilled. Yes. And now, even my daughter's coworkers who have a doctorate degree in psychology, they're a-okay and supportive and pushing their son, not pushing, I don't want to say that, but directing them into a CTE job, a career and technical education job. And my physician's assistant was just telling me her son graduated from the electricians union, which is a CTE job. You do 5 years in the union associated with that electricians union, and then you commit to them for 5 years after. So it's 5 years plan. You train, you work, and you're getting paid a certain percentage of the prevailing wages. Okay, and then Paula says, "Hi, Julio." I keep saying, am I saying it right? Julio, great to see you. And then, yeah, dual enrollment, high school kids. So I used to work a lot in dual enrollment. High school kids can go to college while finishing their high school diplomas. Yeah, I was at the beginning part of dual enrollment in our schools, and I helped to create a lot of the plans for them on that. And I definitely, it's funny. We were pushing it and pushing it, and then all of a sudden, in the last 2 years, high schools are pulling back. They're not what like they don't want to see their kids graduating early, and I don't get it. Like I maybe they're missing out on money from the average daily attendance is probably what's happening. But they're still promoting it. But it's interesting how things change and how some schools are in it and then not. And I bet you it's because they got money to prepare these programs in CTE and the dual enrollment, and the money is not there right now. And it could be because of the government. Virginia, so true, Kitty K. And then Paula, we are encouraging my oldest son to get certificates. He is a computer whiz, even has his own company. Oh, wow. Yeah, Paula, that's amazing. And then meet Virginia, that's so good, Paula. And Paula, my husband is a is in a career now where he doesn't even have to have a degree. In fact, his apprenticeship was 4 years and he's in the energy field. Oh, wow. So I do remember one career field where they learned PLCs and they would go out to the oil companies and they have their computer and they're like looking up stuff in the oil field. And that seemed to be a really lucrative business too. Wanda, Pam, are you a college professor? I've been teaching college since 2007. I don't know how many years that is. Oh, wow. So I started my career, so I finished my master's in 2004, worked at the university as an advisor, just general freshman, sophomore college advising for how long was that? Until 2010. So 6 years there. I thought I was then I went over to the community college and I worked in CTE for quite a bit of years. Um, but I had the education for a counselor, but they didn't have counseling jobs. They wanted to pay less. So as an advisor. So then finally I connected with some administrators who were, help support me when I decided to go to adjunct faculty on the counseling side, give up the full-time gig and take a chance, and it worked out. And I started working as an EOPS counselor, and then I went back to school and became a DSPS counselor, disabled students programs and services. And I did teach two times, and it was more of the freshmen, counselors could teach. Which is the tools for college success, freshman classes. And then I ended up going into the high school. And at the high school here, they want you to have a teaching credential as a backup. I did my teaching credential in health, enjoyed it, love it. And I stayed in the classroom. So I've been doing that for the last 6 years. And now, if I was thinking about it, I have a teaching credential. I have a PPS credential. I have a bachelor's in school counseling. I mean, I have a master's in school counseling. I could go back and teach health at the college too. I just haven't had time to do that yet. So, but that's an option. All right, and then what do you teach, Wanda? What is your subject? Paula says, thank you, Virginia. And then Wanda said, oh, wow, I am an LPC who teaches social work. Oh, yeah, so my daughter has a license in social work. So for here, it's LCSW. And now she's in her last part where she's been defending her thesis. Um, for a whole year because they keep rejecting it, and she's just so busy at work being a supervisor, and she where she works as a licensed social worker. And so hopefully, I hope this semester she gets it done so she can be a psychologist. And she's in a place where I don't want to work because I'm too nice. I can't work with the type of people that she works with, her clients. But she also, on the weekends, comes back to town and works at hospitals and doing in a social work capacity. So LPC licensed. What does the LPC stand for again? And that's great, Wanda. What do you teach? And then my friend has a master's in social work. She now works with children with disabilities. Oh, that's so neat. I mean, we're all kind of connected in different ways too. Okay, so it's called licensed professional counselor. Oh, that's what they call it. Oh, you know what? I had a professor, one in my master's program who had an LPC, but they were telling me that it was more of a Midwest or East Coast thing. In California, we haven't been seeing too much of the LPCs. And I wonder if that's why I don't hear that too often out here. So one of our faculty member was, yeah, she had a couple of credentials after her name, and one of them was being an LPC. That's right. And so I did go back to school and to get a post grad certificate in working with adults with disabilities and learning how to test people for learning disabilities. All righty, guys. Well, wow, 89 minutes. So Kendi asked me what my plans were for the weekend. What are your guys' plans for this weekend? Here we are, mid July. Can you believe it's already mid July? It's scary. It's like only 4 weeks left before school comes back, before we go back to school for anybody who has kids or works at schools. And Kenny says, I'm back. I had a call. Oh, okay. And let me get some things accomplished. Yes. Um, so what do you guys have going for the weekend? And that'll be my last question. Yeah, see, thank you so much, Kendi. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you. And then Paula says, I have to go. Oh, yeah. I think it's a good time to go. We were at 90 minutes. That's an hour and a half, guys. So thank you guys for being here, keeping me occupied too while I'm working out. Um, and then Wanda says, I'm going to play around with some vegan recipes. And so Kindy's going to do a recipe. And so Wanda's going to do a recipe. And somebody was talking about some videos that they might be editing on vacation. That was Candy too. And then, yeah, Toodles, Paula needs to go. I'm going to play around with some vegan recipes and try to make some vegan cheese. Wish me luck. Yeah, that'd be cool. I hope it works out too. And Virginia says, I'm relaxing, Pam. Yeah, good, good. Let's relax. Let's relax. Everyone have a great weekend. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate your time. And walking Zeus early. Oh, then back home. Zeus sounds like a big dog. Nice meeting you, Virginia. I will check out your channel. Have a great day, everyone. And hopefully, now, this time I should be able to get the chat to show afterwards so that we can go back and see everybody's channels. So thank you guys for being here. Have an amazing weekend. And maybe you'll want to go grab some Nuri. Nuri had sent me one of those welcoming boxes right after last year's surgery. I started talking about that, and they gave me this. The strawberry had just came out, so I came home, got this box, and had a hat, two strawberry protein shakes, oh, some other stuff, like a little. I'm not even an ambassador, but it was like one of those what the ambassadors get. He's medium size. Husky Shepherd. Oh yeah, so you got to keep him cool for sure. And nice meeting new friends. Yeah, welcome everybody. Saying hi to everybody. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And we'll see you in the next time, or we'll see you in the chat.